Who's your favorite women's basketball player?
Caitlin Clark.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, like Paige Bueckers?
The Paige Bueckers-Caitlin Clark comparisons are in full swing, and everyone, even Luka, has something to say. Fresh off her March Madness triumph and going #1 overall in the draft, the expectations are sky high for Paige heading into her first pro season. Some of the media say Paige is a better all-around player than Caitlin. They point to her college championship. While, of course, Caitlin's fans are dropping every metric imaginable, including ticket prices. And things just got even more heated now that ESPN released their prediction for Paige's stats. We'll get into that in a minute. But basketball is more than just fame and points per game. And in just the past few days, we've gotten a few sound bites and snapshots to prove it. Things were said by both players that, intentionally or not, stirred the pot and got both fan bases worked up all over again. But Paige's interview with Time magazine stirred up the most debate. She was asked point blank about the Caitlin Clark comparisons. And while some like her response, some say it could be the ultimate tell of how this comparison will play out over time, especially when you compare it to what Caitlin said just after. Let's get into the quotes, the reactions, and, of course, the stats predictions. But first, like this video, if you cannot wait for these two to finally face off in Dallas at an NBA arena. I'm not here to give you a 30-minute stat dump comparing Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark. You've seen that before. So here's what matters. Both Paige and Caitlin were electric from the moment they stepped on a college court. They came into the NCAA at the same time. They lit up highlight reels, and they were destined to be compared from day one. Not because they're the same player, but because they were the best. But they took very different paths. Paige was the golden child of UConn, the most storied program in women's college basketball, playing under the legendary Gino Orima. She lived up to the hype right away, winning National Player of the Year as a freshman. Then, after a rough few years of injuries, she roared back to help lead her team to a national championship in 2025. Her story is one of grit, talent, and finally, redemption. So yeah, Paige has earned every bit of praise. But Caitlin, that's a whole different level.